I just said, I can't afford to be hurt again. I'm too old. I don't ever want to hit the ground. And I guess maybe you're not the right horse for me and I need to sell you. It was really hard because I really love him, but I don't want to be hurt. I told him when I loaded him in the trailer, this was our last shot together. Either I came home from this camp feeling like we were going to make it, or I was going to be intensely putting energy into selling him. I want to be a leader for him. The rider's supposed to be the leader, and I've never felt like he had the confidence in me to be the leader, so we were both kind of just floundering around trying to figure out who was in charge and what was going to happen, and it was real iffy. Well, then because of life, for 2 years, he basically hadn't been ridden hardly at all. And then last summer, he really, really scared me. And I didn't know how to handle his snorting and his energy and everything that was building up inside of him, and I didn't know what to do. And so thank God I got off of him, and he just started charging backwards, and like he was just scared to death of me, and I couldn't get, he wouldn't even let me get up to him for a little bit. And it was so bizarre because he shouldn't be afraid of me. I've never given him a reason to be afraid of me, and I had no idea how to handle it. I put all my eggs in his basket, and I really wanted him to be my last horse. And waited for him to grow up, sent him to a trainer, was really, really hoping that he was going to be perfect for me. I saw Steve at the Washington Expo over in Clark County, and it's the first time I'd ever seen him, and he was doing I watched everything he did when I was there, doing workshops, and then his performance on Saturday night with Professor, and I was just so incredibly impressed by mostly his teaching style and the way he related to the people he was working with, and the horse was amazing, so well trained, it was incredible. And I don't know, I wanted to learn from him. I respect a good teacher, and he's a very charismatic teacher. It's fun to be around him. I was going to send him off to a trainer again for a month, but I know he's always good for the trainer. I need him to be good for me, and so I decided that it would be a way better bang for the buck, so to speak, for the two of us to go together and learn how to get along together, and me get the skills to be able to work with him, because I think he knows he's got the potential to, and I think he knows a lot more than I know than I know how to get out of him. For example, Steve said side pass him down the rail in groundwork, and to the right worked great, and he was just, doing his thing going down the rail, and when I tried to get him to go to the left, all he did was back up, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to fix that. And then Steve came over, and he couldn't side pass down the rail to the left fast enough. And so obviously he knows how to do it. I didn't know how to do it, and I need to know how to do it. And then when I got the lead rope back, he worked for me. It was just that simple. But I'm a visual learner, and I need to see it done so I can do it. Reading it or hearing it, doesn't work for a visual learner. You have to see it. I've probably been riding longer than most of the people that are here. And they're amazing. They just want to get better with their horses. They have basically the same goal I do. They're here because they've got a horse that they want to be amazing with. And they're really committed to doing that and working on it continually. It's neat. I mean, there aren't people here that think they know. The people that are here know they don't know. I think people that think they know everything and can't be taught would never show up here, or at least they wouldn't be happy because they wouldn't have the right attitude to learn. And the people that are in this camp with me, we're all just like sponges trying to soak up everything Steve said or showed him, or and try it. Try. I have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was diagnosed with that 10 years ago and went through chemo and all that and thought I was going to die. And life has a whole new urgency, sort of. It's not like, well, maybe 10 years from now I'll get the perfect horse and go out and ride. I want to do it tomorrow and today. Because, you know, nobody's given tomorrow. It doesn't matter who you are. And this 5 days has really made him important to me, and he's going to be a big part of my life from now on. And I've been letting him sit out in the pasture and just looked at him through the window for 2 years. This was so much fun. I hope I can keep it going when I get home. First of all, it was really important to me to be able to get into the 30-day challenge right away, because I didn't want to wait a month or two and not be directed every day. And I'm a real task-oriented goal person. If I'm shown what to do and it needs to be done today so that I can move on to the next thing tomorrow, I can do that. I'm retired. I have no excuse not to go out and work with my horse. I have an arena and I'm retired. So I was journaling last night. I was reading the first part of the 30-day challenge book, and I'm starting tomorrow. And it's not going to be hard to fit it into my schedule. I used to use the excuse, it's too hot. You know, I live in Zilla, it's too hot. I don't want to go out right now, it's too hot. But honestly, I've been hot and dirty and sweaty and stinky every single day this week, and it was great. And tired, you know? And I have no excuse, and I could certainly go out. I mean, he grazes. I can go out in the morning before it gets hot and work with him. Or wait till the evening when it cools off a little bit if it's too hot. But I'm really excited. I belong to a group with a bunch of women called the Yaya Riders, and some of them are just, they're always posting stuff on Facebook. Who wants to go with me? This is this weekend, this is this weekend, and I'm signing up for everything now. I just want to ride him. Well, first of all, my expectation and what I thought was trained isn't trained. And I thought that he was really good in an arena, and found out he's not. I mean, not without me telling him what to do all the time. The circle exercise was pretty funny when I realized that he's not broke in an arena. He was doing stuff only because I was making him do it, not because he was broken. He just knew it was his idea, and he knew what he was supposed to do. That was a big aha moment for me. He doesn't know nearly as much as I thought he did, and I didn't have a toolbox as a teacher, you got to have a giant toolbox to be effective, and I had my toolbox was empty for him. And I feel like this weekend started to fill up my toolbox. It's a long ways from being full, and I hope that it'll get fuller and fuller the more time I spend around Steve and taking workshops and coming to camp again, and then just working with him and doing what I'm supposed to do, like in the 30-day challenge. I'm really excited about that because I really want this to work. And honestly, it's the first time that I've been really excited about working with him in a real long time, like years.